Good morning, y'all. My name is Autumn, for those of you who don't know me, and I just want to bring a devotional that I read a few days ago to y'all that I think is kind of applicable in the situation that we're in, this quarantine, and hopefully just to bring some encouragement. So the devotional comes from John chapter 6, verses 5 through 9, and I'll go ahead and read it for us. When Jesus looked up and saw a great crowd coming toward him, he said to Philip, "Where shall we buy bread for these people to eat?" He asked this only to test him, for he already had in mind what he was going to do. Philip answered him, "It would take more than half a year's wages to buy enough bread for each one to have just a bite." Another of his disciples, Andrew, Simon Peter's brother, spoke up. "Here is a boy with 5 small barley loaves and 2 small fish, but how far will they go among so many?" So in this situation, or in this passage, Jesus is asking the disciples, how are we going to feed all these people? Not because he's genuinely concerned about how they're going to do it. It's because he already has a plan. And he already knows that he's going to perform a miracle, but he wants to see if the disciples are going to give the situation, give the control to Jesus and let him do something that they would have never thought of. But they don't, and they try to explain to Jesus that this is mathematically impossible to feed all these people. We don't have the resources to do so. But Jesus was trying to give them an opportunity beyond the boundaries of their manageable and strategic thinking. But they were closed off to the thought of, anything outside of their own mindset to let Jesus work. So but the little boy that came with the 5 loaves and the 2 fish, he had a beyond mindset. He brought all that he had to offer, even if it really wasn't enough strategically or mathematically for the situation, but he let Jesus use what he had, the little that he had. And Jesus performed a miracle. He fed all 5,000 with leftovers, just with the 5 loaves of bread and the 2 fish, because this little boy just gave it to him to use. He gave up the control of the situation. And so I think that it would be a really good thing for us to do in this situation that we are in right now, the quarantine, and just not being in school. I know for me it was really easy just to focus on how little we had now, how much we've lost. I know a lot of us lost spring sports seasons. For some of us, it was the last spring sports season. We've lost the choir tour and the production and just other things that we were working on in school that can't really be done outside of school. So it's really discouraging to think about, and that's what I was focusing on so much. But after reading this devotional, I kind of realized that if I'm focusing on this and I'm trying to manage the situation on my own and I'm trying to take control of it and make it feel normal, that I'm missing out on any opportunity that Jesus could use to work in this time that we've been given and just do something really great and give me something amidst the things that we feel like we've lost or that we actually have lost. So yeah, I would encourage you guys in this time to kind of just give all of your time to Jesus, give this whole situation to him and let him work in this, time that seems kind of bummy. It's kind of rough because we've lost a lot of the things that we were really looking forward to. But if we just kind of have this open mindset or the beyond mindset and just let Jesus work in this time, he will be able to use the things that we've been given, like the extra time and the time around our family and just the free time in general, to do something that we would have never thought of. And it could be a really big blessing. So I'm just going to end with like one of the quotes that I thought was really good that was out of the devotion. And she said, "Let God move your situation into the best form of being out of control." So yeah, this situation is really out of our hands, and it's really, I at least have wanted to really try and like control the situation, even though you know, it's not really possible. There's no way that just on my own I'm going to be, you know, getting us all back into school and making everything normal again. But just giving it all to God and letting ourselves be out of control could really move us into an opportunity that we would have never thought could happen. So yeah, thanks.